What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, February 18th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Principal photography for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy sequel has begun, the studio announced, and Kurt Russell has officially joined the cast. Shooting for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has begun in Atlanta's Pinewood Studios, and will see the return of original cast members Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Michael Rooker, Karen Gillan, Sean Gunn, and the voices of Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel. Marvel made the announcement Wednesday. Newcomers in addition to Russell include Pom Klementieff as Mantis, Everest as Elizabeth Debicki, and Nick's Chris Sullivan. Marvel and filmmaker James Gunn also released a teaser image for the upcoming sequel, which includes the Guardians, including Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Groot, and Rocket posing together in front of a bright backlight. The sequel comes after the original film earned over $770 million at the worldwide box office. It currently holds the record as the most successful debut film in the Marvel Universe. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, written and directed by Gunn, is set for a May 5th, 2017 release date. Bastille Day released the first trailer starring Idris Elba on Tuesday. The 43-year-old British actor plays Sean Breyer, a former CIA agent who teams up with the professional pickpocket played by Sebastian Stan to stop a terrorist plot in Paris. Richard Madden, Charlie LeBon, Eric Ebony, and Jose Garcia co-star, with the Woman in Black hammer James Watkins as director. The movie opens in the UK theaters April 22nd. Many commented on how Elba's action-packed role makes a case for him playing James Bond. The actor was first rumored to replace Daniel Craig as 007 in 2014, and recently told Stuff he's tired of the speculation. Elba insisted, "It feels like I'm campaigning when I talk about it, and I'm not. At first it was harmless. Oh, I know, wouldn't that be great? And now it starts off racial debates. I'm probably the most famous Bond actor in the world, and I've not even played the role." Former James Bond actor Pierce Brosnan voiced support for Elba in a Black 007 in August, but James Bond author Anthony Horowitz later called Elba too street for the role. Elba himself dismissed the rumors in the September issue of Maximum. Elba is known for playing Detective John Luther on the BBC series Luther and Hemdale in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Stan plays Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, in Marvel films, and is known for the shows such as Gossip Girl and Once Upon a Time. Eve Harlow has now signed on to star in the pilot for ABC's upcoming courtroom drama, The Jury. Announced in January, the new pilot was described as 12 Angry Men Meet Serial, as it follows a single murder trial through the eyes of the jurors. According to Deadline, Harlow will play Melody, a cynical character who has lost all faith in the justice system and who has a strong sense of humor. Confirming the news and her excitement about the new role, the actress wrote on Twitter Wednesday, "So stoked," alongside a happy face emoji. Harlow was last seen on the CW's The 100 and NBC's Heroes Reborn miniseries as recurring character Taylor Kravitz. In January, the network confirmed that Heroes Reborn would not be returning for a second installment. For the first time ever, Homer Simpson will be able to interact with fans live in an upcoming episode of The Simpsons. Announced Wednesday, Dan Castellaneta, who has voiced the iconic animated figure since 1989, will appear as Homer in animated form through the use of motion capture technology to answer fans' questions live through social media. Executive producer and showrunner Al Jean said to CNN, Dan Castellaneta will be in the studio, and not only what he says will go out live, but the motions he makes will be incorporated in what Homer does on screen. Homer will also be discussing current events, such as the ongoing election, when he appears live during the last 3 minutes of The Simpsons' May 15th broadcast. Gene joked he'll be saying something current like, "Can you believe Donald Trump shot a man today?" or whatever is going on. Fans who want to ask Homer a question are being encouraged to tweet using the hashtag #AskHomer between May 1st and May 4th. The Simpsons airs Sunday nights on Fox at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lionsgate has released a set of new posters promoting Now You Can See Me 2, starring Mark Ruffalo, Daniel Radcliffe, Morgan Freeman, and others. The 9 posters published through Entertainment Weekly, People, InStyle, Facebook, and Denick Geek also shows Michael Caine, Jesse Eisenberg, Lizzie Kaplan, Woody Harrelson, Jay Chow, and Dave Franco posing in front of mind-bending mirrors. Now You See Me Too, directed by John M. Chu, will follow the return of the Four Horsemen, with Kaplan replacing Isla Fisher as they continue dazzling the public with their Robin Hood-inspired spectacles, while also working to expose the flawed ethics of a privileged tech mogul. The sequel follows the 2013 film Now You See Me, which reportedly raised $350 million worldwide in the box office. A Montgomery County judge has denied comedian Bill Cosby's appeal aimed at halting a sexual assault case filed against him. Judge Stephen T. O'Neill rejected the attempt Tuesday, writing in his order, quote, "An immediate appeal for these orders would not materially advance the ultimate termination of the matter." The appeal is one of a 2-part petition filed last week by Cosby's lawyers. The other is reportedly pending with the Superior Court. O'Neill's order is set to move Cosby's criminal case filed by former Temple University employee Andrea Constant to an evidence hearing. Earlier this month, the judge ruled Cosby will stand trial for a charge of aggravated indecent assault despite an alleged verbal agreement not to charge him. Constant accused Cosby of drugging and sexually assaulting her in his home in 2004. The allegations led to Cosby being formally charged and arrested in late 2015. The comedian is currently free on $1 million bail. Cosby admitted in an earlier deposition he administered Benadryl and wine to Constant, but insisted their subsequent intercourse was, quote, consensual. Over 50 women have come forward to accuse the former Cosby Show star of drugging and sexually assaulting them, despite many having outweighed their statute of limitations. Constant's case is one of the very few alleged accusations which could still be heard in a criminal court. The main characters of the popular sitcom Golden Girls are getting their very own Funko Pop figurines. Toy company founder Brian Mariotti recently teased the new vinyl designs for Sophia, Rose, Blanche, and Dorothy on Instagram, although he did not mention a release date. Mariotti wrote on his Instagram post, "Golden Girls Pop concept art from Funko 2016 catalog." The catalog was reportedly featured at the Toy Fair 2016 in New York. The fair ran between February 13th and February 16th. Funko has gained immense popularity by consumers of all ages for its vinyl figurines collections, highlighting everything from the nostalgic to the trending. They specialize in cartoonized figures of major pop culture characters, from Frozen's Elsa to Deadpool. Kay Middleton is taking the reins of an online publication, Huffington Post UK, Wednesday, to focus on the mental health issues among children. The royal and wife to Prince William penned a blog post to kick off her day as a guest editor, writing, "The mental health of our children must be seen as every bit as important as their physical health. For too long we have been embarrassed to admit when our children needs emotional or psychiatric help, worried that the stigma associated with these problems would be detrimental to their futures." The Duchess of Cambridge also discussed her own children, saying that they will encourage their son George and daughter Charlotte to, quote, "speak about their feelings and to give the tools and sensitivity to be supportive peers to their friends as they get older." She added, "We know there is no shame in a young child struggling with their emotions or suffering from a mental illness." Middleton also commissioned a blog post from U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama, who used the opportunity to discuss abolishing the stigma surrounded by topics of mental health. Obama wrote, "Sadly, too often the stigma around mental health prevents people who need help from seeking it. But that simply doesn't make any sense. Whether an illness affects your heart, your arm, or your brain, it's still an illness, and there shouldn't be any distinction." The move to guest edit Huffington Post, CNN notes, is one similar to the traditional among English royals to engage in new media to promote causes they believe in. It also suggests the royal family's decision to take journalistic medias, like editorials and photographs, into their own hands as a means of increasing their privacy. In January, Middleton was the sole photographer who saw her eldest child, George, off to nursery school. Instead of a swarm of photographers following their every move and selling photos within minutes, CNN suspects the Duchess took matters into her own hands and released the photos through official channels hours later. CNN said of Prince William, "The deal is the media gains access to the pictures if they respect the privacy of his family." Kendall and Kylie Jenner are now the stars of their own mobile game from the makers of the hugely successful Kim Kardashian Hollywood Glue Mobile. Released today for iOS and Android devices, the free-to-play game allows players to meet the Jenner sisters while exploring a virtual Los Angeles where they try to build their fame up to starting a, quote, life in fashion, media, and more. Players will be able to fully customize their characters in a variety of fashionable outfits, as seen in a new trailer released for the game that also highlighted how fans will be able to interact and befriend Kendall and Kylie. Already, Kendall and Kylie has shot up to the top of the charts on Apple's App Store and has already amazed over 1,000 user reviews with an average rating of 4.5 stars out of 5. This latest release from Glue Mobile comes after the company announced an exclusive gaming partnership with Taylor Swift to produce a new mobile game in the same vein as Kendall and Kylie and Kim Kardashian's Hollywood. Henry Cavill isn't bothered by his age difference with girlfriend Tara King. The 32-year-old actor opened up about his relationship with the 19-year-old college student to Elle magazine while promoting his new movie Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Cavill told the magazine, "We talk about everything. People say age is just a number. A lot of times it's not just a number. It's actually a real and true sign of someone's maturity, but in this case, she's fantastic." The star confessed, "When I first met my girlfriend, I was super intimidated. I wanted to impress her. I was thinking, don't mess this up, man. You got to play your cards exactly right. Everyone doubts themselves. It's just a matter of admitting it or not." Cavill and Kill met over the summer and went public with their relationship at a rugby match in October. The actor, who was previously engaged to equestrian Ellen Whitaker, told Elle he dated a 32-year-old woman when he was 19. The actor told previously to Cosmopolitan, "I was a pretty awkward kid and really didn't have girls fancying me. The world is filled with people uncomfortable in their skin. So someone who hasn't got a front on is very attractive. I don't date much. I'm more of a relationship guy." Cavill plays Superman in the DC Comics cinematic universe and will next portray the superhero in Batman vs. Superman out March 25th. The actor is also known for playing Charles Brandon on the Showtime series The Tudors, which ran from 2007 to 2010. Britney Spears says it's time to enlist a, quote, hot nerd for a lover. During one of her Planet Hollywood residency performance in a video recorded and posted online by a fan Monday, Spears casually suggested a well-endowed nerd is what she's looking for. She is heard saying in the clip, "I think it's time for us to find a hot nerd, a really hot guy with a really big penis." The 34-year-old pop star recently made headlines when she failed to attend the People's Choice Awards to accept her favorite social media celebrity award in early January. The singer apologized to her fans over the internet, blaming her health for her absence. The 34-year-old shared in a note posted to her social media platforms at the time, "I wish I could have been at the People's Choice Awards tonight, but I started feeling sick. Thank you so much for voting me favorite social media celebrity. This is dedicated to my fans, the Britney Army. Without you, this would not be possible." She said, "I love that I can share my world with you and that you are so supportive of me. Remember to be kind online and spread love. #thank you." Alexa McAllister, known for competing on The Bachelor Season 14, died Tuesday at the age of 31. Law enforcement told TMZ they received a 911 call Saturday from a caller who said McAllister overdosed on prescription pills. McAllister reportedly said she wanted to end her life in an earlier text, causing the caller to go back and check on her. McAllister was taken to the hospital in stable condition, but later her health deteriorated and her family took her off life support Tuesday. A family member said that the former reality show contestant struggled with depression and bipolar disorder. The Bachelor said in a statement to People magazine, "In the short time that we knew Lex, she was a lovely person inside and out. She will be missed by the entire Bachelor family, and we extend our heartfelt condolences to her family and friends." McAllister was one of 25 women to compete for pilot Jake Pavelka's affection in Season 14 and was among those eliminated in Week 1. Pavelka and winner Vienna Giraldi split in 2010. Another contestant, Gia Amimand, died of an apparent suicide in 2013. Pavelka tweeted, "I'm so sad to hear about Alexa. Such a beautiful girl. My heart breaks for her family, covering them in prayers during this rough time." Giraldi said in a statement to E! News, "I would like to express my sincere condolences. My heart goes out to Alexa's family during this difficult time. I remember her being such a positive young lady who could light up any room." And another passing to report, George Gaynes, the actor known for playing Henry Warnemont on Punky Brewster and the confused commandment Eric Lazard in all 7 Police Academy films, has died at the age of 98. According to Variety, Gaynes died Monday in North Bend, Washington, with his daughter Ia Gaynes Falcon Brown confirming his death. Beyond Punky Brewster and Police Academy, Gaynes was known for starring opposite Dustin Hoffman in 1982's Tootsie as the actor with the crush on Hoffman's circular female alter ego. Throughout his career, Gaynes appeared on multiple television programs, including Mission Impossible, The $6 Million Man, Hawaii Five-0, and as mob boss Frank Smith on General Hospital. Gaynes' Punky Brewster co-star Soleil Mouffe Fry remembered the actor on Twitter Tuesday, writing, "The universe just gained a gigantic star. You will be in my heart and soul always and forever. You little Punky. R.I.P. George Gaynes." Gaynes is survived by his wife, Ellen Ann McCleary, a daughter, granddaughter, and 2 great-granddaughters. He was 98. Nia Dobrev and boyfriend Austin Stowell have reportedly called it quits. Sources confirm the 27-year-old actress and 31-year-old actor split to People magazine after Dobrev was spotted solo at Super Bowl 50 and on Valentine's Day. An insider told E! News it started to get hard with both of their schedules. They remain on good terms. The couple are said to have broken up in late January or early February. Dobrev captioned a photo of herself with her girlfriends on Valentine's Day. Sunday Fun Day, #Happy Galentine's Day. Dobrev and Stowell were first linked in the summer of 2015 and made their red carpet debut as a couple at the New York Film Festival premiere of Bridge of Spies in October. The pair seemed happy in a series of photos from their holiday vacation in late December. The actress told Cosmopolitan in 2013, "You either have chemistry or you don't, but a lot of what attracts me is a guy's mind and humor and talent. I need to get to know all those things before I fall for someone. I'm not a one-night stand kind of girl. I'm a relationship girl." Dobrev previously dated Vampire Diaries co-star Ian Smolderholder, who married Nikki Reed in April. She played Eleanor Gilbert on the CW series for 6 seasons, while Stowell is known for portraying Kyle Conlon in the Dolphin Tales movies. Kaley Cuoco and Sam Hunt sparked romance rumors at the 2016 Grammy Awards on Monday. Sources told TMZ the 30-year-old actress and 31-year-old singer spent time at the Republic Records Grammy after-party at Hyde nightclub before leaving the venue together. An eyewitness told E! News she was really happy. You can see it. It looked like they completely hit it off and were trying to downplay the flirtation as friendship, but it was pretty undeniable. Kaley kept talking to him with her hands over her mouth. Cuoco filed for divorce from husband Ryan Sweeting in September after less than 2 years of marriage. She denied she and ex-boyfriend Johnny Galecki reconciled again in January after attending the People's Choice Awards with her Big Bang Theory co-star. Hunt previously dated Hannah Lee Fowler, but largely kept his romances out of the spotlight. He told E! News there, quote, aren't really any specific qualities he looks for in a woman while discussing his personal life in 2014. He said, I just have an open mind to a person that I will connect with in a very unique way. I kind of like that I don't even know what those qualities are. It's more about just an invisible connection that you just can't put your finger on. Cuoco is best known for playing Penny on CBS's sitcom The Big Bang Theory, which airs Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hunt released his debut studio album, Montevallo, in 2014 and was nominated for Best Country Album and Best New Artist at the Grammys. Although unable to attend the Grammys, Calvin Harris still congratulated his girlfriend Taylor Swift on social media following the event. The DJ wrote on Twitter and Instagram Tuesday alongside a photo of Swift giving her acceptance speech for winning an Album of the Year, "Congratulations to my beautiful girlfriend." The pop star also took home awards for Best Pop Vocal Album for 1989 and Best Music Video for Bad Blood. During her acceptance speech, Swift made headlines when she seemingly delivered a thinly veiled diss towards Kanye West following the rapper taking credit for her success in his song Famous. Swift said on stage on Monday, as the first woman to win Album of the Year at the Grammys twice, I want to say to all the young women out there, there are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame. After the show, Harris met up with Swift at the Republic Records after party, where the two were seen getting intimate, according to Us Weekly. Gwen Stefani says her No Doubt band members aren't replacing her with AFI frontman Davey Havok, but instead are embarking on a, quote, side project. Speaking with Jimmy Kimmel Tuesday night, the Make Me Like You singer corrected the late-night host when he said No Doubt was taking on a new lead singer. Stefani said they're doing a side project. They want to be in a punk band. It's not No Doubt. All the guys from No Doubt are doing a new band. This is the first time Stefani has publicly acknowledged the change, which was confirmed early last week. During her performance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Stefani also confirmed her latest single, Make Me Like You, is indeed about current boyfriend Blake Shelton. The singer recently completed a live music video for the tune during the Grammy Awards, the first of its kind. Sia was the latest passenger on the popular Carpool Karaoke segment on The Late Late Show with James Corden. Aired Tuesday night, the new clip shows the chandelier songstress donning a black and white wig, covering her eyes in a large hair bow as she chats with Corden. Discussing her mysterious persona, Saya explains she only hides her face when there are cameras around. She says, I only wear this just to try and maintain a modicum of privacy. She explained after Corden asked for elaboration, I was a singer already for like 10 or 11 years to meteoric success, and I was an alcoholic and a drug addict, and I sobered up and decided I didn't want to be an artist anymore because I was starting to get a little bit famous and it was destabilizing in some way. She also said, so I thought, what doesn't exist in pop music at the moment? And it was mystery. There's pictures on Instagram of everyone at the dentist. The musical duo ultimately belted out Chandelier, Diamonds, Elastic Hearts, Alive, and Titanium during the 11-minute clip. The cast of Fuller House, including John Stamos, Bob Saget, and Lori Loughlin, appeared on The Tonight Show to teach host Jimmy Fallon's Donald Trump a lesson about bringing people together. In the skit, which aired during Tuesday night's episode, Fallon's Trump character replaced the role of Full House's Michelle Tanner, originally played by Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen. Fallon told Saget from a toddler's bed, look, I know I won in New Hampshire. My numbers were huge, but I'm afraid that if I don't win the nomination, everyone will say I'm a loser. The skit also included Dave Coulier, Candace Cameron Bure, Jodie Sweetin, and Andrea Barber, who plays the giddy Kimmy Gibbler, as they collectively tried to teach Fallon's character to be okay with losing, accepting outsiders, and lean on his family for support. The end of the skit shows the entire group singing the classic Full House theme song a cappella. Netflix will revive the 1990s sitcom under the new title Fuller House on February 26. Jenna Dewan was thrilled to recently meet her crush, Justin Bieber. The 35-year-old actress shared the moment on Tuesday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, saying she was having a girls' night out with friends when she realized the 21-year-old singer was at the same restaurant. Dewan recalled someone gets on the piano and starts playing the song, and we were like, wow, this is really good. Then we were like, it sounds like Justin Bieber, so weird. Then people started saying it's Justin Bieber, and it dawned on us at once. The star admitted we all completely fangirled out. We're all married with like 1.5 kids, but we immediately turned 16. We sent him a drink to say thank you for serenading us, and he comes over to our table. Dewan and Bieber discussed lip-sync battle before the singer requested a selfie to send to Channing Tatum, Dewan's husband and Bieber's man crush. The actress and Tatum married in 2009 and shared 2-year-old daughter Everly. The star told DeGeneres, I had a great Valentine's. Channing came back from early from a press tour and surprised me, which was so sweet. I come home and I walk in, and then I was like, wait, there's roses. He put roses all the way up to the room. Dewan plays Lucy Lane on the CBS The series Supergirl, which airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tatum last starred in Hail Caesar with Josh Brolin and is slated for Gambit with Leah Seydoux and 23 Jump Street with Jonah Hill. American rock band Eagles of Death Metal went back to Paris to sing for survivors of the November 13th terrorist attack during their show. The rock and roll band was playing at the Bataclan concert hall when terrorists attacked, killing more than 90 people, including the band's merchandising manager, Nick Alexander. Hundreds of survivors of the Bataclan attack attended the concert Wednesday. The band's frontman, Jesse Hughes, took a moment on stage to remember those who died. Those who attended expressed mixed emotions. Musician and journalist Nicholas Stanzik, who lost his wife in the November attack, said, this is the most important concert of my life. It's a form of catharsis to help not to move on to something else that's impossible, but to reach a new phase. Meanwhile, an Australian man who came out unharmed from the incident confessed he was feeling fear, saying that he recalled listening the gunshots when the band sang Kiss the Devil. All spectators were required to pass through 3 security checkpoints before entering Olympia Music Hall. Among the songs on the set list included Paris Wakes Up, I Only Want You, and I Love You All the Time. And here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of February 27th. Number 10, Shawn Mendes with Stitches. Number 9, The Chainsmokers featuring Roses with Roses. Number 8, G-Eazy and Baby Reha with Me, Myself, and I. Number 7, Zion with Pillow Talk. Number 6, Adele with Hello. Number 5, Flo Rida with My House. Number 4, Rihanna featuring Drake with Work. Number 3, Justin Bieber with Sorry. Number 2, 21 Pilots with Stress Out. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of February 27th is Justin Bieber with Love Yourself. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1929, the first Academy Awards are announced. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science announced the winners of the first Academy Awards on this date in 1929. It was a far cry from the suspense, glamour, and endless press coverage surrounding the Oscars today. The first award recipients' names were printed on the back page of the Academy's newsletter. A few days later, Variety published the information on page 7. Spearheaded by movie mogul Louis B. Mayer, the Academy was organized in May 1927 as a non-profit organization dedicated to the advancement and improvement of the film industry. The first awards went to movies produced in 1927 and 1928. Though the announcements were made in February 1929, the actual awards weren't given out until May 16, 1929, in a ceremony in Beckwood held in the Blossom Room of the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. Some 270 people attended the dinner, many paying $5 each for a ticket. The first Academy Award winners received gold statuettes designed by art director Cedric Gibbons and sculpted by George Stanley. The Academy's first president, the silent film actor Douglas Fairbanks, handed out the statuettes to the winners, who included Jenna Dewan, Best Actress for 3 different films, Seventh Heaven, Street Angel, and Sunrise, and the German-born Emil Jannings, who starred in The Last Command and The Way All the Flesh for Best Actor. Fran Borzage and Louis Milestone both won Best Director awards for Seventh Heaven and Two Arabian Nights, respectively. Best Picture honors went to Wings, the World War I drama directed by William Wildman. In the second year of its awards, the Academy changed its policy and began releasing the names of each year's winners to the press at 11 p.m. on the night of the awards ceremony. This practice ended in 1940 after the Los Angeles Times broke from tradition and published the results in its evening edition, which meant they were revealed before the ceremony. The Academy subsequently issued a system of sealed envelopes, which remains in use today. The awards weren't nicknamed Oscars until 1931, when the secretary from the Academy noted the statue's resemblance to her uncle Oscar, and a journalist printed her remarks. The awards were broadcast on radio until 1953, when the first televised Oscar program aired. Since then, the Academy Awards has become one of the world's most watched television events, drawing as many as 1 billion viewers worldwide. The comedian Bob Hope presided over the ceremony a total of 20 times. Other hosts have included Will Rogers, Jack Benny, Johnny Carson, Billy Crystal, Whoopi Goldberg, Steve Martin, Chris Rock, Ellen DeGeneres, and Jon Stewart. Also on this date in 1959, Ray Charles records What I Say at Atlantic Records. The phone call that Ray Charles placed to Atlantic Records in early 1959 went something like this. I'm playing a song out here on the road, and I don't know what it is. It's just a song I made up, but the people are just going wild every time we play it, and I think we ought to record it. The song Ray Charles was referring to was What I Say, which went on to become one of the greatest rhythm and blues records ever made. Composed spontaneously out of sheer show business necessity, What I Say was laid down on tape on this date in 1959 at Atlantic Records Studios in New York City. The necessity that drove Ray Charles to invent What I Say was simple: the need to fill time. 10 or 12 minutes before the end of a contractually required 4-hour performance at a dance in Pittsburgh one night, Charles and his band had ran out completely of songs to play. So Charles explained many years later, so I began noodling just a little riff that floated into my head. One thing led to another, and I found myself singing and wanting the girls to repeat after me. Then I could feel the whole room bouncing and shaking and carrying on something fierce. What it is about What I Say that's so captivating the audience at the Pittsburgh dance that night and the rest of humanity ever since then. Charles always thought that it was the sound of its Wurlitzer electronic piano, a very unfamiliar instrument at the time. Others would say it was the call and response in the song's bridge of uhs and oohs and other sounds not typically found on the average pop record of 1959. Whatever it was, it worked well enough to become Charles's closing number from that night in Pittsburgh until his final show. He said, you start them off, you get them just first tapping their feet, next thing they got their hands going, and next thing they got their mouths open, and they're yelling, and they're singing, and they're screaming. It's a great feeling when you got your audience involved with you. What I Say was a surefire hit with live audiences and with record buyers. It was a number 1 R&B hit for Ray Charles in 1959, and a number 6 pop hit as well, his first bona fide crossover hit, but certainly not his last. And as your entertainment report for Thursday, February 18th, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.